Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 3 of this office building. Let's get started. So in the last episode, we added our room tags. We added some doors temporarily, some of them, because we need to add in curtain walls. But I just want to show you guys where I'm going to put the doors. So for now, I added some doors because I'm going to change all of this to a curtain wall, and then from there I'm going to add in our curtain wall doors. So here I already started in the lobby. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add in section, and then through this section, so I'm gonna press escape again, I'm going to add it on this side. But if you add it like this side, what you just need to do is just press escape and then select it again, and you can just flip it. So now you can just double click here, and it gives us the range of our view. So if you click here, it gives you temporary dash line where your view is. You'll be able to grab this one in order to set your view range. And then here is how far you want it to be seen. So you can increase this one as well. But we just need to have this one. We just need to view that. So here, I'm selecting the curtain wall that we created. Like I said earlier, we will be able to add a floor to high ceiling. But in order to do that, we need to understand that if we add a floor, the thickness of the floor that I'm planning to add will be 200 millimeters. So here we have a 3500, so minus 200, so it will be 3300. So we just need to give some buffer of 200 for the floor, and then 3300 at least. Let's see if we could add it perfectly. So I'm going to select here and then select that. As you can see, it's 2861. So we still have enough room. So if we select that, we could have 3102, but we need 3300. So roughly around that. So now what we have is 2334. So it's still not enough. So here, what we can do is top offset, negative 200. Once you click apply, you'll be able to have a perfect 3300. So I just want to show you guys that you could use properties right on the left side. So I was like manually doing it, but I just remembered, oh, we have the top offset right here. So we could just do it right about here. It's a good thing I corrected myself, and at least it will be easier for everyone to know. So now, next thing what we're going to do is we're going to add curtain grid. So here I'm going to add 500 on one side. And then here, what I'm going to add is I want to set my curtain door size. So here, I'm going to give this one around, I think, 800 for a double door. So 800, and then I'm going to add a 500 for the side. So there's 500 on the side, 500 on the side, but I'm going to add 800 for that. For the top portion, because this is too big, what we're going to do is we're going to give it around 700 at the top portion. So now I'm going to press escape. Now I'm going to divide this one in the middle. So most of the time, it will give you 3,500 or in the middle. And then from here, I'm going to divide it equally again. Or this one, because it's giving me 1750, might as well give it 3 of them. So 1166.7. So it's giving me the divided by 3 portion. So now, like I said, this will be the opening door, the main, and then this will be what we're seeing. I'm going to select the mullion and then all grid. And then from here, if I click here, it will give you different kinds of mullion. We're only interested in rectangle. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the square. And then I'm going to select all of them. And then from here, click on tab. I'm going to delete this one because this is where we're going to add the door. And then might as well delete the one in the middle. And this is just the support right there. After this, what we're going to do is we're going to go insert, load family, go back here, and look for doors. And then from here, we have curtain wall, single door, glass. We also have double door, but I like the single door. Click on open, and then it's already loaded. What you need to do so that you'll be able to access this is you will need to just hover your arrow, so your mouse arrow, and then just click on tab multiple times until it select the panel. Once it select the panel, you'll be able to select that, and then from here you'll be able to change it to the single door. Again, on the other side, click on tab multiple times until you select the panel. Once you select that, this will appear under properties, and then you will be able to change it to the curtain wall single glass door. In order to change the orientation, you will need to just go to level 1, and then here you just need to select this one and flip it. Now it's flipped. Now it's already fixed, and you have your main door here. We will have our reception desk here. So anytime that there's we will have also some lounge area here. So if anybody is coming, they will need to be buzzed by the reception so that they could access or they could enter this premises. And then I'm looking at the storage. What I want to do is I want to include this into the door right here. So in order for us to do that, we need to extend a wall right here and connect it to this one. In order for them to access the storage, and then at least everything is safe beyond this point. Nobody can enter here. But that's something that you will need to discuss with the person that you so for me it's gonna be my brother-in-law. So I'm gonna let them know how about accessing everything on only on this side. So I will need to let him know that I think for security reason that will be much better. So here, if we go back to section, I just need to review whatever. Um, in order for us to see this with handles, you just need to change the detailed to fine, and it will look like that. But now I'm just double checking that everything is good. So if we extend this door, we need to eliminate one of the grid lines right here. So we just need to move this one. But that's something that we could do later on once I talk to him. So now my plan is to have their logo right here. So we will see if we could create a nice or a custom reception desk right here, and then with their logo, and then some feature wall right here. And also in this spot, I want to have a different like feels, because their company's been it's been so basically their company's been working for like at least more than 30 years. So they've been in business for 30 years, and I think it's a good idea to have something like a timeline here on this spot. So that's something that I could discuss with him. I've seen it in other companies where I work with. Like they have a timeline of how the company got uh, founded, and then who are the original employees, and how everything works, who are they working with all the time, so they could list the companies that they're working with, so that if people come to their building, they'll be able to see their accomplishments plus their history. So that's something that I could discuss with him. Um, and yeah, I think it's a good idea as well. So now, in terms of kitchen, by the way, the kitchen will be open up to the third level 3. So it will be open and everybody can see it. So later on, we could create a linear or probably an L shape if we want to. So that's something that we could do later on. For this one, for the stairs, what I'm planning to do is to create something nice for the stairs. So here, I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to edit, duplicate, stairs number 1. Press OK. And then here, what I'm going to change is the stringer, because I want my stringer. So the stringer is the one on this side. So I'm going to put not none, but I think I need to change this to closed, and then the materials to be glassed. So I'm going to change this to glass, or anything that is glass. So I'm going to click this one, glass clear glazing. So I'm going to change that. Let's choose a different material. Let's use this one for now. Click apply. Okay, I'm gonna create a copy of this. And then here, the width, so the total depth is the one right here. So we need to change this to something around 800, I believe. Now it's going to be bigger. So what I'm doing is basically changing the materials for the railing or the handrail. So now I'm going to select that so that I could delete it. So here, going to edit, delete this on the side right here. We don't need that. Because we only need it on this side. And then click finish. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to edit again. I want a mid support. I'm going to change this material to metal. I'm going to choose one of this. And then I'm just going to leave it for now. Look for it. That looks good. Now, I'm going to remove the riser. So here, I'm going to uncheck riser. Uncheck that. And then let's see. So now it's basically open. So that's how it looks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change again. Sorry, I'm going to select this one, edit, and then for the stringers, what we could do is we could make it bigger. So we could do, I think 1200 is good. Apply, okay. So now it looks nicer. And if we want to, we could flip this one so that it's on this side. And what will happen is once we flip it on this side, I'm going to ask him if this storage needs to be up to level 3. If not, this area could be something that his employees can come and hang out with. So that's something that I could discuss with him. But it will be nicer if we could extend it here and the ones above will be shown. So that's something that I could discuss with him. If not, we could just leave it like this. And it will be a featured glass. So now, if we want to flip it, we just need to click that one. So it's very easy to flip. So that's something that I could discuss with him. And we could just continue with what we're doing. So before we go, what we could do is we could make this all glass. So I'm gonna click on wall and then go to curtain wall and let's add glass right here. We could now delete this and we could exchange this to a glass. And then here CS, we could add this one to glass as well. We could extend this all the way to the endpoint. Now what we could do is go to modify, click on cut geometry. So wall first, then curtain wall. If you still have something like this, you could just extend this one. And then now we just need to make sure to just add all the way to the endpoint. So cancel that. And then here we could just maybe move this one without showing. So that's the only thing that we need to worry about. But now we could just move this one. So we just need to unjoin it. There we go. And now it looks perfect. So I just put it on the edge right there. And then now we could just click this one and then move it like that so that we could fix this one. So let's escape and then double click on the section. Now we just need to select that, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to minus 200, but I want to show something at the top. It's going to be wood. So this will be a combination of wood and then some curtain wall. So it will look nice. So I'm gonna pull this one out like that. So I'm going to roughly add negative 600. So negative 600. So there will be 200 and then 400 remaining. So that will be nice. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to make this interior wall to be wood. And then if we go back here, we need to do the same thing right here. So negative 600. Click apply, and then we're good. So that's in the top offset. But now what we're going to do is we're going to pull this one a bit like that. The reason for that is I don't want anything to go from here. I'm gonna do the same thing right here. This will be wood on the face. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the one at the top. So here, and then I'm going to add the door right here. So now let's go back to our section, and then let's do the same thing what we did before. Add curtain grid. $500 on the side, and then this will be just a single door. So around 800 will be good enough. And then here, I'm just going to divide this one. 1775. What's the? So I think 1775 is good enough. And then add 700 again from the top. And then here, click on Mullion, add all grid, select that one, and then delete this one. Click on tab, and then add in the door. Go to your level 1, and it's a correct orientation. So I'm happy with this. And then now we just need to add another section onto this side. Double click here, and then we need to be aware that we have mullions right here, so we need to delete it later on. So here, what we could do is we could add in the mullion or the grid line first, in between, and then roughly in the middle, and then 700 again from the top, and then click on mullion, all grid, make sure it's 30 millimeters, and then make sure to double check everything. Here we doubled this one, so what we could do is we could just delete, maybe delete this one. Now I'm gonna delete the one on the side. The reason for that is it's probably not something that everybody can notice, so I'm just gonna delete that, and that will be good. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.